No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Finds his tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's locked. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. The sure hands. It's locked. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Running to Green. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. looking to throw on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Steps away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The play action fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
It's complete to the right. Ball spins away. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's got his man. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the air on 2nd down. Complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Under fire. He's loose at the 15. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him up.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Washington! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Got the back over the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side.
There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Plucks it out of the air. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job. Defense, that might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 20.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. It's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. It's complete.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got his man.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games.
Fires one high and deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Husky!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
One more play to pad the stats. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win. It's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Houston Cougars, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A low line drive and not his best work. Nestles it in at the 35. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Denson. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Snags it. A well Houston. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Oh, sweet feet. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Rushes on him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Yeah, and you see the bubble a lot of times, and you want to get upfield as fast as you can, but when you don't have space, you kind of want to bounce it, and then next thing you know, you bounced it again, and you're going the wrong way. Not a good job by the receiver right there.
Here's a heat. Got his man.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Gets it to the back. much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss.
Lets it fly. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He'll ride his man on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Denson. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his back in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of P's being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give
Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougar.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed to play like that. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give out of the gun. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas.
Turning it on! The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
It's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Gonna look downfield again. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Pressure coming. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Bring in the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Oh, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. With the catch, it's Hendrickson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out fast. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The give as they work on that clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The option look. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. Looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so...
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. With the run on 1st and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Dumps it off to the flats. And they'll knock him down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll start this drive firing. Finds his target down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Flynn. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Cougars!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that
What's going on with you? Says just bought NCAA. That's cool, bro. I think nowadays they call it just EA Sports. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think NCAA. I don't know if they licensed it or not. I think it's just EA Sports College Football. Appreciate you stopping in, checking out the stream though. It's a good game, bro. Especially now it's on sale if you get the. I think it's the Madden and the EA Sports College Football bundle. I think it's only like. Last I checked, I think it's either like $50 or I think it's $50 for both, which is 25 a piece. Good deal. You know what I mean? So, all right, that's gonna be it for right now. We're gonna take a little bit break. We might play a little bit later on. I don't know, but it's break time. We played 2 games, and that last game was pretty hard fought. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a mental break from it for a minute, and then we'll probably be back on later on. I appreciate y'all stopping in. Peace. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. I appreciate you stopping in, checking it out. Hit that follow button if you get a chance, or hit that sub button. I appreciate y'all. Thanks. Peace.